Hey, shalom, Makim Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, a great millstone that taught us his truth and as teaching his truth. Much peace, love, and salutation to the elect, beginning with the 144,000, all the way down to the large multitude that believes in who the Lord will deliver these last days. To you all I say shalom. I'm the brother Tazamon from the great millstone Dallas camp, coming back again with another quick lesson, and Lord willing is edifying. And I wanted to do a response. I want to do a response video to the video that you see here that was done by Elder Apostle Ramlab entitled Old Boy. And you already see who's on the screen. All right, Iuic is back at it again with a false breakdown. And the new breakdown now, well, I don't know how long they've been teaching this, you know, but the breakdown that they have now is that the whole earth is going to be destroyed. Whenever the Lord returns, that the whole earth is going to be destroyed. And my question is this: if the whole earth is going to be destroyed, how are we going to gather the heathen to put them into captivity if that's the case? If the whole earth is going to be destroyed, how are we going to gather the heathen and put them in captivity? Also, too, according to Revelation 18, how are the nations going to see the smoke of her burning whenever, if the whole earth is going to be destroyed, whenever the destruction comes in Revelation 18? You know, but once again, you know, this is Iuic headed by their leader, you know, Bishop Nathaniel, you know, going in and just mangling the scriptures and mangling the breakdowns as he's been doing as of lately. Okay. So I'm going to play this little clip here, and then I'm going to get a few precepts and just land back off the Elder Apostle Ramah's video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
Something dealing with, you know, great millstone, you know, then they'll jump all over it. But nevertheless, I'm going to play it, and then we'll deal with it.
And that about the trumpet sound, and so that's after the fact, or that's before?
When the trumpet sound, that's when it's time for the angels to come and deliver this place, right, and destroy this place. When you hear the trumpet God, that means it's time for destruction. Right. That's right. You agree with me?
So the whole world just, what? I mean, they show so much
The world
stuff like
destroys this.
wow.
Give me Zechariah 14 and 12. I'm going to show you what's about to happen. The world is about, and the world as we know it is about to get blown to smithereens.
And as you heard it there, the world as you know it is about to be blown to smithereens. Now he didn't quantify what world he's talking about. You know, you got different kinds of worlds. Okay, you got the world in an eon sense, which is like an age. All right, you got the world in a cosmos sense, which, for example, like the nation of Israel is the world, all right, to the Most High. It's a cosmos in itself. And then you got the world in an oikonomeny sense. Okay, which the world in an oikonomeny sense is talking about the whole inhabited world. Okay, now when you read in the scripture, it says that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay, we're going to rule. We're going to rule on the same. We're going to rule on the same planet that Esau ruled on. We're just going to rule it in righteousness, man. Okay, we're going to rule on the same planet that Esau ruled in, but we're just going to rule in righteousness. Okay, the scripture says that the Lord created the world, or he created the earth. Matter of fact, let's get that. The scripture said the Lord created the earth or the world for our sake. It says 2 Ezra 6. 2 Ezra 6, I'm thinking like 50, 54 maybe. Let me see. Right, 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 55, it says, "All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes." So the world was created for whose sakes? The Israelites' sakes. All right, the world was created for us to inhabit it, to dwell in it, and to rule it. Okay? Right now, the earth is not being ran properly because right now the wicked is bearing rule, and the people's mourning, as the scripture says, that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Okay, but this same world or same earth, okay, that Esau is ruling in the same earth that we're living in and walking around in, is going to be the same earth that we're going to rule in whenever Yahweh returns, man. This is his inheritance. Okay, let's get Psalm 96 and 10. This is Psalm 96 and 10. It says, say among the heathen that Yahweh reigneth. The world also shall be established, that it shall not be moved. Let's read that again. The world also shall be established, that it shall not be moved. You see, the world. This is talking about the whole inhabited world. Okay? It shall be established, that it shall not be moved. Let's just get this word moved real quick. You see, this is what happens whenever you're not going according to the scriptures. You're just going according to what the hell you got going on in your mind, man. Okay? This word world is the ball. Okay? The ball. And when you get that definition here, move, I'm sorry, did I get the word world or moved? I'm sorry, I want to get that word moved. My bad. That word moved is mawat. Alright? Mawat. And it says here, it says shaken, moved, overthrown. Okay? To be shaken, moved, or overthrown, totter, shake, slip. Now the earth is going to rock to and fro like a drunkard whenever the destruction comes. But that doesn't mean that the whole world is going to be destroyed. Just like whenever the flood came, like Elder Apostle Ramla mentioned, whenever the flood came, the whole earth wasn't destroyed. Now the earth was covered in water, okay, which caused also to the which caused also that great landmass, what the scientists call Pangea, to form what once was called Pangea. The flood caused that landmass to break, and this is where you have the continents now, but it happened on the same earth. Okay, it's just that this earth, okay, in this age as we know it, is reserved unto fire, as 2 Peter states. Okay, but that doesn't mean that the whole world is going to be destroyed. And once again, if the whole world is going to be destroyed, how are we going to fulfill? How is Psalm 149 going to be fulfilled if that's the case? Okay, Psalm 149 verse 6, it says, let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh. And that's going to happen. The beginning of this is going to happen whenever what? Whenever we get the elites from the bunkers that they're going to be in. Okay, and we're going to gather them out of the bunkers and holes that they done put themselves in to protect themselves from the destruction. Okay, they're going to be the first. They're going to be the first crop that's going to go into hardcore slavery. But if the whole world is going to be destroyed, how are they going to be the first crop that's going to go into slavery? What, we gonna gather them up and beam them up into the chariots, and then the Lord gonna destroy the earth, and then we're gonna keep them up there until the new earth is made and put them back down there? No. Okay, that's not the case, man. Okay, the scripture says, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Okay, that's in the Lord's prayer, and it's talking about the same earth, man. Okay, Ecclesiastes 1 and 4, the scripture says that the earth abideth forever. All right. Oh, rejoice over her. What's that? Revelation 5 and 10. Rejoice over her. Let me get that real quick. Revelation 5 and 9. It says, and they sung a new song, saying, thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof. For thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to the Most High by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation, and hast made us unto our power kings and priests. All right, and this is whenever, excuse me, this is whenever the elect, all right, are glorified. Okay, it says it has made us unto our power kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. Okay, and we shall reign on the earth. Okay, because like I opened up with the scripture in 2nd Esdras, the earth was created for our sakes. Okay, let's get Ezekiel 39 real quick, because if the earth is going to be destroyed, how is this going to be fulfilled? Ezekiel 39, and let's see. Ezekiel 39 verse 11, it says, and it shall come to pass in that day that I will give unto Gog a place thereof, graves in Israel, the valley of the passengers on the east of the sea, and it shall stop the noses of the passengers. And there shall be, excuse me, and there shall they bury Gog and all his multitude, and they shall call it the valley of Hamon-Gog. And this is going into World War III. All right, whenever the destruction comes, all right, there's going to be a lot of dead bodies over there in the valley of Jehoshaphat, specifically over there in Israel, in the Levant region. Okay, that whole region by the Red Sea is going to be a lot of death and destruction over there. Okay, because not all of Russia's army is going to go over there in the valley of Jehoshaphat. They're going to keep a portion of their military back. It says, in 7 months shall the house of Israel in 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying of them, that they may cleanse the land, because the land is going to have to be cleansed of all those dead bodies, because America's not going to be rebuilt. Okay, now the land of Israel is going to be rebuilt, because that's our land. Now the land of Israel is going to be hit with missiles as well too. So all those dead bodies and all those dead bodies and carcasses are going to have to get cleaned up. We ain't going to be doing that. But how is that going to be happening on the new earth? You see? If the whole earth is going to be destroyed, how is this going to take place? It says, yea, all the people of the land shall bury them, and it shall be to them a renown, and it shall be to them a renown the day that I shall be glorified. Let me read that again. It says, and it shall be to them a renown the day that I shall be glorified, saith the Lord Yahweh. And they shall sever out men of continual employment. Mind you, this is after the destruction. This is after the destruction. This is whenever we are in our glorified bodies. Okay, this is whenever all the kingdoms have been thrown down. Okay, men are going to be severed out of continual employment, passing through the land to bury those passengers, to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth. How is this going to happen if the earth is going to be destroyed? Once again, is this going to happen on the new heavens and the new earth? But the scripture does say, behold, I make a new heaven and a new earth. And that word new goes into refreshed. So the heavens and the earth is going to be refreshed. Okay? That's what that's going into. That's what that means. Doesn't mean a brand new heaven and a brand new earth is going to be made. Now, the Lord could do that if he wanted to, but that's not how the story is written. Okay? That's not how the story is written. Okay, we're gonna rule on this earth, man. Okay? Esau got to rule on this earth, and then take hold of the resources and all that. No, we're gonna do the same on this very same earth. All right, in righteousness, man, because this earth is really vast and it's beautiful, man. Okay? So it says here, and they shall sever out men of continual employment, passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth to cleanse it. After the end of 7 months shall they search. It says, and the passengers that pass through the land, when any seeth a man's bone, then shall he set up a sign by it till the buriers have buried it in the valley of Hamon-Gog. You see, you want to have men set up to go set flags or poles in the places where a dead body is, and you're going to have another round that's going to come up and bury him, man. But how is this going to happen? Okay, if the earth is going to be destroyed, you see what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Okay, we're going to rule on this very same earth. Okay, the same earth that Esau ruled on, we're going to rule on it, but it's just going to be it's going to be in righteousness, man. Okay, that's complete madness, man. That's a complete mad breakdown. And when I say mad, I'm talking about crazy. Okay, it's a crazy ass breakdown, man. Okay, it makes me think also too, where it says what's that? Was that Isaiah the 2nd chapter? Where it says the rocks, fall upon us for the judgment of, have the rocks fall on me. Let me get that real quick, man. So like, I'm looking at this car, man. This car is creeping and shit. All right, let's see. Right. Isaiah 2:17, it says, "And the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of man shall be made low, and Yahweh alone shall be exalted in that day. And the idols he shall utterly abolish, and they shall go into the holes of the rocks, and into the caves of the earth, for fear of Yahweh, and for the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth." Okay, and this is whenever Yahweh Shai returns, right? You're gonna have, the elite that's gonna go into their bunkers, they're gonna go into the caves, they're gonna go into the mountains, into their retreats. You see, in that day, man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they made each one for himself to worship, to the moles and to the bats. And that's to verse 21, to go into the cliffs of the rocks and into the tops of the ragged rocks, for fear of Yahweh and for the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. Okay, and that's when Yahweh shall return. That didn't say that the whole earth is going to be destroyed. Okay, you're going to have the elite hiding. Okay, because we're gonna, once the elect get beamed up, Lord willing, we have that number, we're gonna have to come back down. We gonna come back down and enslave the rest of the heathen. Okay, because not all places on the planet Earth is gonna be destroyed. Okay, now you're gonna have other places that's gonna be hit, of course, by missiles and things of that nature. The earth rocking to and fro like a drunkard. Places is gonna be, messed up and jacked up. Let's get Revelation 18. Let's end it off on this one. Revelation 18. And let's see. Revelation 18 and 9. It says, "And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning." Now, this is the kings of the earth that's seeing this, by the way. Now, if this is the kings of the earth seeing this, but the earth is going to be destroyed, can somebody make that make sense from the IUIC? How is the earth going to be destroyed, but the kings of the earth is seeing this, right? "Standing afar off for the fear of her torment." That her is talking about Babylon the Great, America. The torment is going into the destruction, the missiles. "Saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come." Okay? How is the whole earth going to be destroyed if the kings of the earth are saying this to one another whenever they see the smoke of her burning? Okay? "For in 1 hour," verse 17, "for in 1 hour so great riches just come to naught, and every shipmaster and all this company and all the company and ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off." So all you got all the merchants, all the merchant nations, they stood afar off. How are they going to stand afar off if the world is being destroyed? "And cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city, wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour she is made desolate." Okay? "Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High hath avenged you on her." That her is talking about America specifically. Okay? Babylon the Great is going to be thrown down. Okay? Not the whole earth. The earth is going to be established so that it's not moved, man. We read that's the first scripture that we opened up with. Okay? So that's pretty much it. If you want to add more precepts to the comment board, Baba Kashaf, feel free. Once again, Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, a great millstone that taught us this truth, and that's what teaching this truth. Much peace, love, and salutation to the elect. Until next time, Lord willing, I say shalom.